Let's play Connections for Thursday, August 20th. But first, we reveal our dad joke of the day and this day in history. A blind man walks into a bar, and a table, and a chair. All right. That's fun with the kids, right? That's what dad jokes are for. All right, what do you think happened on August 20th, 1619? First Africans arrive in American colonies. On August 20th, 1619, 20 enslaved Africans arrived in Jamestown, Virginia, aboard the White Lion, an English ship. Just days later, a second ship, the Treasurer, arrived bringing additional Africans. The enslaved captives, who were stolen from the Portuguese vessel San Juan Bautista, were taken from Angola in West Central Africa, where Portuguese forces had engaged in conflict, during which captives were taken and brought back to their own territories. These captives were being taken to Veracruz off the coast of Mexico when they were intercepted by the British vessels. The captives were the first recorded Africans to be enslaved and transported to the American colonies, where they were sold in exchange for supplies and other goods. This event marked the beginning of the North American enslaved experience, which exploded in the decades after. In the beginning, slavery was not built into colonial law, but it operated within a set of customs and expectations. By 1662, slavery was recognized officially within law documentation of the colonies. The framework and customs built around the African slavery system permeated social constructs for centuries later, requiring modern-day Americans to fight against systemic inequalities that were built into the foundations of the country. All right. And I'd like to thank the following members for starting a new month. Thank you to Damph07 and Haley Lemley for your continued support. Thank you. All right, well, let's play Connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got telephone, apostrophe, Oxford, cereal, Hawaiian, Okina, ratchet, comma, white, pigment, atomic, dragonfly, diavola, sedilla, maybe, meat lovers, and social security. Okay, lots of words I don't know. I'm not sure what Okina is, or Okina, or whatever that is. Diavola and sedilla, which I'm assuming is Spanish. It could be not Spanish, but I'm pronouncing it like Spanish because that's just what it looks like to me. I don't know what it means. There's quesadilla. I wonder if that's similar. Huh. Is it a food? So pizzas. You got Hawaiian pizza, white pizza, meat lovers pizza, and comma pizza, dragonfly pizza, social security pizza. All right, I'm going to mark this yellow, and I do not know what the other kind of pizza is. Maybe I'm just not seeing it, and I'll find it later. But we have the Oxford comma. I mean, we have an apostrophe and a comma. I wonder if sedilla is some kind of diacritical mark. I mean, a diavola. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. In which case, these would go together, perhaps. We have atomic. Atomic feels like a fill-in-the-blank fodder, like atomic blank, atomic power, atomic bomb, atomic something, right? What would it be? And then we have social security. Why? Ratchet. Oh, I have Okina as well. I don't know what that is. The more I think about it, the more I think sedilla is a diacritical mark of some kind. I don't even know if I'm using the word diacritical correct, but it's a mark over a letter or something. Is that in Portuguese? Is that like the little squiggle under the C, maybe? I'm trying to remember. There's like vague memories coming back. I completely didn't recognize it when I first read it, but recall happens. Serial. Serial killer. Serial something else. Okay, well, let's just say that this was blue. Just for funsies. Apostrophe, comma, sedilla, diavola. No idea what a diavola would be, but it sounds like it could be a mark. What would pigment go with? Starts with pig. Are we starting with farm animals? We have dragon. Telephone. Huh. Telephone call. Telephone is a game played by children. Oxford. We have the Oxford comma. I think that's probably what they're trying to get us to think. I mean, Oxford starts with ox. Pigment starts with pig. Do we have other... I mean, dragon, I don't know. I don't think dragon is a farm animal. This is rat. Ox, rat, pig, dragon. These are starting with Chinese zodiac. That's what's happening. Ox, rat, pig, and dragon. Dragon. I am Year of the Rat. 84. All right. So that would leave telephone, Okina, atomic, and Social Security. What? I mean, maybe Diavola, maybe Sadia. Maybe this isn't a category at all. But that's what I've got left. Oh, I have cereal left as well. Right. I don't know. What's our pizza? I still haven't found the fourth pizza. Maybe Diavola is like an Italian pizza? I don't know. It sounds Italian-y. Okina to me sounds Japanese, but I don't know. Social Security. Atomic. What about cereal? So what definitely isn't pizza that hasn't been locked in yet? I'm just going to mark green. Telephone is not a pizza. Cereal is not a pizza. Social Security is not a pizza. Atomic is not a pizza. So the pizza would have to be Okina or one of these blues being wrong. So what would telephone, cereal, atomic, and Social Security be? Maybe they're all numbers. Yeah, they are all numbers. Telephone number, serial number, atomic number, Social Security number. Okay. So the question is, what's the pizza? In my head, Diavola sounds the most Italian. Unless Sadia is a kind of pizza, but I mean, my brain's telling me Sadia is some kind of mark on a letter. I don't know. I don't know what Okina is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock in purple first. I'm pretty sure this is purple. Starts with, yeah, starting with Chinese zodiac animals. Perfect. So we can erase the ones that are marked purple because those got misplaced. So we have serial number here and telephone number. Then I'm going to erase these, but I do think that blue is going to have apostrophe in it. So the question is the numbers going to be blue or is the comma apostrophe thing going to be blue? It feels like comma apostrophe because it feels like it's trivia that's difficult and that usually ends up blue. So why don't I go with my first instinct and just see if that's one away. I don't think I'm going to get away with no mistakes on this one because I just don't know what all these things are. It is one away. So I'm going to remove Diavola and I'm going to put Okina in because I thought maybe Diavola was a pizza. Okay. So if I had gone with my not an original instinct, then I would have been correct. Similarly shaped typographical marks. Sure. So I think pizza is going to be yellow. So I think we've got numbers. Telephone number, social security number, serial number, atomic number is going to be green kinds of numbers. So I got the reverse rainbow, but I made a mistake, so it doesn't count. Yeah. So, I mean, it's always hard to know if you should trust your original gut or like your reanalysis. I don't know. I usually trust my reanalysis, but this time I was like, trust my gut, and it was wrong. All right. Anyway, I guess I was right that Diavola sounded the most Italian. I'm going to look up what a Diavola pizza is. I'm probably mispronouncing it. What is this? Classic Italian pizza named after the devil. Ooh, because it's fiery, spicy flavor. Okay. I've not heard of that. I don't like spicy though, so that's probably why. Let's check the difficulty. Ooh, What are we doing here? We have an up arrow with some blue. There's shadows, blue slabs with shadows. I don't know. 2.8 out of 5. All right, so they thought it was didn't deserve a 3, really. Let's see what the solve rate is. 74%. Okay. I mean, it's one of those things where if you Google the words, it becomes obvious. So it's really a split between people who are willing to look things up during game and people who aren't. I am not. I mean, this is a pretty common game considering it's reverse rainbow and with a specific mistake. So I'm not the only one with the same experience. It's really spread out what people are getting first. Same as second. So people are losing just aren't getting anything. 9% got nothing. And there's really a spread. 4% got blue, 3% got green, 2% got yellow. It really just comes down to what knowledge you have and what you're going to pick out. All right. So people putting Oxford here are thinking, I want Oxford comma to be a category. That's what they're thinking. But that's not how that works. Atomic pizza, Sadia pizza, Okina pizza, Diavola as a mark, all very common mistakes. So I'm not the only one who didn't know Diavola was a pizza. Alrighty. And people are locking in blue first, green first, yellow first, purple first, then blue with Oxford, blue with Diavola, and then yellow with Sadia. All right. Well, how'd you do?